welcome everybody to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey. Today I got a triple 10 for you. A triple 10. If you got 10 minutes of time, this scarf will make you look like a 10 and will only cost you around 10 bucks. Get that. So that's your triple 10. It retails for about the $10 range, but okay, so if $10 bothers you, because I know some viewers cannot afford that, you can actually take one of the skeins and divide it in two, and then suddenly you got two scarves for only 10 bucks. Think about this. Christmas gift. You have to do a Kris Kringle, you can only spend 10 bucks, whatever, they put a limit on it, and you're not sure what to make somebody or what to buy somebody. You can make this in about 10 minutes look like a 10, and everybody at the office thinks you're a 10 too. Fabulous. So let's get started on making this scarf, and you can knit or crochet or even macrame with this stuff, but in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to knot with this to be able to make this in only 10 minutes. And probably less. First of all, this is the Jessie line, and this is cut into 8-foot strips, and it looks like a mismatch of different materials right now, but it's actually all organized. So now what we're just going to do is we're going to open up the package just like so, and just be a little bit gentle with it because you don't want to twist and tangle anything. And then basically we're just going to slide the packaging out. Very unique packaging for Bernat. I'm going to put that on the floor so that this table is nice and clear. And so what you're going to be able to do is you can just open it up just like so, and all of a sudden you'll realize that it's actually organized really nicely here on the table. And so basically you will find one loose end just like so, so it's got all the fibers on it, and we just want to continue to open this up just like so. Just continue to open, and then you have the other side. So basically what's going to happen is that you will see that there's actually 3 ties that are worked into it, and we actually want to leave those in a position as we start this. And now you should be aware here that if you actually want to separate this to make this into 2 scarves, you're more than welcome to do it, but when you do it, you remember that you're going to have half the thickness. So if you want something big, bold, and really quite amazing, don't separate it into half. But if you do, if you don't care for as much frill and you want to kind of make 2 scarves with this, you're more than welcome to do so. So what we need to do is that we need to pick out 5 strings that you really like. And I would recommend that they were kind of thick. There's some really thin material worked into here. So pick out ones that you really like. So I'm just going to pick out this one here, just like so, and I'm just going to follow it as I go all the way around. I'm just pulling on it, and this will all come out. So I want you to pick out 5 like that and just leave it aside, and we're going to put them together in order to make the ties. So that was number 1. Now that I have pulled out my several strands that you can see here, I can just safely now cut in. I just want to make sure that I don't catch anything else that's in there. So I just want to catch the tie itself to be able to open it all up. Like so. I noticed that with this particular yarn line is that the ties are not always the same in every particular yarn ball or yarn hank, I guess you can say. And because of that, I can't just say, well, look for the blue tie that's done. I'm not sure. They probably just have random yarn left over, and that's how they create that. So you can just take that out. And there is 3 of them. So we just want to make sure we catch all 3. So now I'm ready to begin the tying process, and I just want to make sure that all of the strands are actually lining up properly as we go all the way down. And what I want to do is I want to just think about maybe a 12-inch mark here, and what we're doing is we're creating the loophole that goes around the top of the neck. So this is where the yarn will come all the way through it. So now grabbing this, you can just separate it all out. You'll find you'll need a nice little table for this. And what I want to do is that I want to grab the strings that I was already using, okay, and I want to leave a little bit of a straggler because this straggler here is going to work out into the knotting section. So what I'm going to just do is I'm just going to tie around. So if you know how to do a tie, I just want to grab a section of it. Okay, this here is at equal lengths to the end of the table, by the way. So I just am concentrating on making sure that this is about a 12 on here. And I just want to take this yarn and actually all of it and just create a knot, just like so. And I want to do a double knot as well. So I'm going to tie it one more time. Just it gives extra security, so keep everything together. Now I want to just let that fall. So that's just going to work out, it's going to blend in. So now I just want to grab the rest of the yarn back up, just like so. And I want to be able to go around the back of my neck. So this would be part of the back of the neck area or the loop. And I just want to go up and down and all around, just like so. So I'm going to twist this all around. So every now and then you just want to kind of just give it a good little tug to make sure that it's going to be nice and snug. And the whole purpose of this here is to make sure that the yarn is not separating when it's behind your neck. Okay, so you don't want this yarn here catching and snagging on anything, and you just want to continue to go around. Okay, so I'm just going to tug it a little bit more and just want to keep everything so it doesn't get tangled, which is very, very possible with this project that you're doing. So I just want to continue to go around. Going around, I'm just kind of holding it up so that I can get underneath very quickly and easily. Okay, and I want to go to about the same mark on the other side, just like so. Okay, so now you notice that you're going to have a significant piece left over here if you do it, and we're going to just untangle this off camera for a second. This does happen, so you just got to untangle it again, and what we want to do is just create another knot, and I'll show you what to do. So I'm at the same equal level, so what I'm just going to do now is just tie the final knot around, just kind of lifting it up and just kind of feeding it through. I'm going to tie it snug, so I'm just going to pull it like so. And what I want to do is I just want to double knot this so that it doesn't actually fall out. So it makes it nice and permanent. Okay, so now that that's in position, what we just have to do now is take it to the other side and put the two together, just like so. And now with the remainder of that yarn that we have left over, we want to just go and twist all the way around to almost like creating, this almost kind of look like it's like a man's tie as we go, and I'm going to tie it nice and snug, just like so. And I just now ready to do the final ties on it. So I'm just going to keep it up from the project, just like so, using my fingers. I think as being a fiber artist and dealing with yarn all the time, it looks easier than it might be. And again, tying it snug, and I want to do that twice. Just wrapping it around, coming in underneath, and tying it snug. Just like so, and give it a good tug, just like so. The remainder just now works its way in, just like so. And now you have like this really good keyhole kind of idea here, and what's going to happen now is that this yarn is going to then go through. So let's bring it back up to me, and we'll show you what to do next. So here is your finished scarf, just like so. You can just kind of pull it down just like so, and you can see you got a beautiful chunks hanging at the bottom. So all you just need to do to wear this is just slip it up over your head like that from the back, just using your fist, grabbing the remainder of the material, pulling it through, and just let it droop, just like so. And that is how you create one of these really simple ideas. Swear to God, under 10 minutes you have a most amazing scarf that you can really accessorize, even just wearing it indoors as well as your outdoor wear in order to pull this off. And I think it just looks absolutely magnificent, just as much as the purple one does. And this one here is actually using the whole material that you did see, but this one here is using only about 3/4. So you can see that there's a bit of a difference of effect on how much yarn is falling through by just removing out some of the strands in order to make it more simple. On behalf of the crochet crowd and the crafting crowd, I'm your host, Mikey.